Welcome back, everyone. Toy Shiz here, and today we are back yet again for another McFarlane Toys DC Multiverse news update, but we're going to do things just a little bit differently. We're going to take our time. We're going to really look at these figures for their upcoming Batman Returns line. Right off the bat, I'll tell you that these are going to be sought after. They're going to sell out. That doesn't mean you're going to have a problem getting them. People are just actively after these. It's Batman week, quote unquote, Batman Day on Saturday. People are excited. And Batman Returns is one of those celebrated films from nostalgia, when you were a kid, and it's just fun. Now, when I was a kid and I saw this in the theater, I didn't understand it. In fact, I remember walking out going, what the heck was it? It was not really what I like to see with Batman. But as I got older, you go, okay, I understand Tim Burton a little bit better. Just like I did with Nightmare Before Christmas. It was wackadoo when I was a little kid. I'm like, I'm not sure I like this. I don't know. You get older, you go, okay, I get it. It's totally cool. Batman Returns is one of my favorite Batman films, but it is the farthest away from what Batman as a character is. It's kind of like Michael Bay Transformers. It's just Tim Burton doing his spin. But that doesn't mean that the characters, Danny DeVito's Penguin, Michelle Pfeiffer's Catwoman, doesn't exist in the greater pop culture cloud, and we see it, we instantly go, oh, I remember that. That was awesome. And we have fonder thoughts than we initially remember, that's for sure. But like I said, if you want these figures, I will tell you exactly what to do. I will tell you where to get them, where the links are, which will be down in the description below. We will get you these figures, but your end of the bargain is to stay on it if you want these, because I don't want to see people going, well, I have this come up. And I understand. Work is a thing. People have to do things in life and everything else. But you have the information, and now it rests upon you to get them if you want them, because they're just cool. They're cool, but there's going to be lots of pretty pictures for us to dissect here and really talk about. But as always, I'll put the affiliate pre-order links down in the description below. As we go on, I will tell you exactly where to get every single one of these figures. But rest assured, the pre-order links will be down in the description below. And they should all hopefully be going up in and around September 19th, which is Friday, tomorrow, depending on when you see this, at 9 a.m. Pacific, which is 12 p.m. East. And you got to give it some fluctuation time, because not everybody does it correctly. Not everybody gets up the links and everything else, but good luck. That's all I'm going to say. So first and foremost, we have Michael Keaton as Batman from Batman Returns. Now, in the most recent McFarlane live stream, they went over each figure, which was great to see. I'll tell you right now, in kind of showing just by holding them, they look like all of these will scale correctly. So that's a plus in and of itself. I, for one, think that this figure looks pretty darn close. There are a lot of people out there, like when they talk about the Darth Vader costume, they go, this is off, this is wrong, this is not from that movie, this is not Empire Strikes Back. I'm not one of those people. I look at it and go, well, yeah, that looks close enough to me. I like the head portrait enough. It's kind of Michael Keaton, kind of not at the same time, which probably has to do with likeness rights. That's all it is. So if it's close enough for you, which is close enough for me, you can have some fun with this figure. If it's not, then don't get it. It's not for you. Wait for some other figure that blows your mind. But at least he has a cape. A lot of people have been saying the cloth cape is too short. That is not something that I would have recognized. But going back, I agree with you. It could have been a little bit longer. I think it should have been longer to really coincide with what you see in the movie, because they're that close. They're like, okay, we're there. Now, this time around with the neck, they made it so that it's one piece, but it still moves. So at least you got that going on. People that would say back in the day, like, yeah, put articulation in the neck. Well, it's an action figure. Now they're going to say, you didn't put articulation in the neck. What the heck? Even though it's still bobbles around a little bit, so you can't win. That's all I'm going to say. He comes with extra hands. He comes with a grapnel. He comes with a batarang. And the thing I will give them props for in this general direction is that all of the accessories look to be at least painted well and the correct size. It's not some ridiculous Kenner-inspired accessory batarang that you go, where is he supposed to fit this thing? But all in all, Yes, I want this wave, so I'm trying to look at it as very unbiased as I can. But yeah, for me, this is a definite pickup. So I will be definitely grabbing Batman. This Batman will go everywhere. It's not exclusive. Everywhere you buy your McFarlane figures, everywhere you go to the store that have McFarlane figures, you'll be able to get this Batman from Batman Returns. Now, moving on to Michelle Pfeiffer's Catwoman. She looks flippin' amazing. They did a fantastic job. And you know, when you hear this kind of stuff, like, oh, they're making Catwoman, you go, oh man, I hope this is good. Because she had a very sleek, sexy look in that film. It's a lot of the look that people still attribute to Catwoman to this day. She has sculpted stitching for the leather. That's really cool. She's got the claws, she's got the whip, and she has a fantastic head portrait. If that head portrait that we're seeing comes out looking as good as it does on the shelf when you pick it up or when you pre-order it, it gets delivered to your home, well done. That's all I'm going to say. That is pretty darn stellar. That's pretty cool. I would have loved to have seen the unmask with the frazzled hair and everything else. That would have been cool to throw in. Yes, I agree with every single one of you. They should have done that because, again, you're looking at $37 a figure for this movie collector's edition or whatever they've decided to justify it by calling it. The hand for the open clawed hand, let's just say this. In the photos, it does look a little bit big. It may not be in real life, but for me, maybe it's just because of the fingers. Again, photos don't always do figures justice. It always remains to be seen once in hand, but she does come with the taser. And the taser is very key for an upcoming figure we'll soon see. Now, that could have been an extra head portrait where she has her tongue out and she goes to kiss old Max Schreck. See, these are the things I think about if you're going to do a collector's edition figure, why not just go all friggin' in? That's what I'm talking about right there. But I digress. Catwoman all packaged up, ready to go. Heck yeah, I'm on board with this as well. The prices are just atrocious. Let's just get that out of the way. We don't need to beat a dead horse. If you don't agree with the price, do not buy it. It's not for you. Wait for something else. If you want it, don't let anybody make you feel bad about wanting it. It's your choice. Move on. But I'm clearly on that side of, oh man, those prices are just god-awful. Then we have the Penguin. The Penguin, Danny DeVito, is one of those Batman villains and how he was portrayed that still sticks with everybody. It's basically Danny DeVito from how he is in It's Always Sunny in Philadelphia, which there's really little to no difference in the roles, I swear. But this Penguin looks good as well. He comes with the hat. That's a plus. He comes with a cloth goods jacket. That is also a plus. He comes with the fur. Heck yeah, and he comes with an umbrella. There you go. You got the Penguin right there. He looks very Tim Burton-ish. He looks wild. Heck yeah. Now, some people have pointed out, and in looking at the photos, and I agree with this as well, but I think in looking at the film, and if you look at the prosthetics and everything, the Penguin has 5 knuckles, but they go into the fins. It's like the 2 fingers merge into a flipper for each, if that makes any sense. And I think, and I hope to God that's what's happening here, because we know at least one hand has a flipper, but I'm pretty sure it's because of the angles. It's not a regular hand. If it is, McFarlane Toys, I swear to God. But no, I think it's just they sculpted it that way, which is accurate, and it will turn into a flipper when you can see it full blown. Let's hope, because my God, what a guffaw that would be. Here's everything that he comes with. Everything's removable. The top hat, the umbrella, the coat, the little stand, and you get a card. Yay. Catwoman, the Penguin, and Batman from Batman Returns will go everywhere you buy McFarlane Toys, either online or in the store. Just get ready for these. So let me know your comments, and we will move on to now the exclusives, the places where you can only get these certain figures for this Batman Returns collection. So kicking it off with GameStop. This will be, and I say this always with a caveat, as what we're told, this will be the only place that you can physically pre-order Max Schreck. He is a red platinum character for God knows why. But Max Schreck will be joining the Batman Returns line. He is a red platinum. He will be a GameStop exclusive pre-order, but he is not exclusive, if that makes any sense, because he's a red platinum. So in stores, he will show up at GameStop, Target, and Walmart. Let me say that one more time. He is a GameStop exclusive pre-order only, but he will go elsewhere to other stores physically in the stores. Target, Walmart, and GameStop. And possibly other places that you buy McFarlane figures, but we'll just say those are the top 3 as of right now. This looks wild. He looks like he walked straight out of a Fatboy Slim music video. I love that music video, and I love that song. But Max Schreck, Christopher Walken, beautifully represented. He's got the suit. Some people have pointed out that the suit has too much texture. Again, for me, I just look at it. He's got the stripes. He's got the Beetlejuice thing going. I believe there is some reuse, possibly with a Joker figure, maybe the Question, something like that. Can't really tell. So in that case, I'm like, okay, it's fine. It's different enough for me to go, okay, that looks pretty cool. But the head portrait looks great. And speaking of head portraits, as we talked about with Selena Kyle's Catwoman, she comes with a taser, and you can activate the fried head. How cool is that? That right there, I never say buy 2, unless it's like an army builder and you have to have it. But that's just rad. That's cool. They beautifully got that. Going back to when I saw this in the theater, that scared the absolute you-know-what out of me when I was a kid. And I still remember that going like, oh my God, what was that about, right? And then you look at it nowadays, you go, it's not that scary anymore. But Max Schreck with a fried head. Unfortunately, nothing else. It's just, at least, we have this. You don't have any severed hands or anything else like that. But heck yeah, I'm stoked on old Max Schreck. So again, to reiterate, he is a red platinum. He will go everywhere. You can only physically pre-order him at GameStop tomorrow, but he will go everywhere the Batman Returns line goes, like Target and Walmart in the store. So I hope all that makes sense. I live in this world 24/7. It's easy for me now, but I get it. For a lot of you out there, it's confusing. It's a lot to really go, what is he saying? But like I said, if you have questions and everything else, listen to my words, but I'll put it down in the description below as well so it's written out. Moving on to the McFarlane Store for their exclusive. Get ready. This is the Penguin Commando 3-pack. I gotta tell you, I'm excited for all these figures, but as a kid, I loved the Kenner 2-pack of the Penguin Commandos with the missile launchers. Oh my God. That was the coolest thing to me. The fact that we're getting full-blown recreations with the missiles and the body armor and the spikes and the Hot Topic garb and everything. It's just amazing. You get 3 different penguins. All 3 have different armor and gear and everything else. There is minimal articulation on the big one. I want to say the other 2 might have it on the heads and whatnot, but this is minimally articulated. So this is a set where you go, ugh, how much is this going to set me back? Why? Why is it this price? But that's what they do. They go, you put the words collector's edition on it, and now we get $37 for 3 penguins. Oh, and they threw in the penguin's jacket, which is a different coat, which that'll be going on the next thing we're talking about here. So this is so awesome. I love it. But you have to take a step back and go, God dang, how much is this setting me back? And if you can't afford it, don't get it. Just let it go. Just appreciate it from afar. This may not even go that well. I think a lot of people are kind of on the fence, but I know a lot of people that are getting the collection, they're going to get it all. But this one could be one of those where they go, I could pass, because it is just a bunch of penguins with missiles strapped to their back. Now, like I said about the jacket will go on either penguin. We still have to talk about the last penguin, but if you get the single release, you can swap out the jackets if you'd like. It's like his sewer dwelling jackets, I believe that's what it's called. So all boxed up, ready to go. 3 penguins, 1 jacket, and a bunch of missiles, a McFarlane Store online exclusive, and that goes up for pre-order tomorrow as well, in and around 9 a.m. Pacific, 12 p.m. East. Now, because I decided to break it up because I didn't want to make it too confusing, the GameStop exclusive, the true GameStop exclusive, and I'm going to say it with a caveat because we all know what happens. This is what we're told. GameStop is the only place you can get this, and that always seems to change. But as of right now, just accept it for what it is. We are going to be getting the Penguin with the Duckmobile from the movie, which I know a lot of people like to make fun of the Snyderverse, myself included. But back then, everybody just took this as, yeah. I'm not even sure this is a duck. This could be some sort of eagle or hummingbird. I don't know at this point. By the way, the new episode of Peacemaker is coming on tonight. But this looks great. It's got a nice wash. When John was showing it off on the live stream, he said this thing is basically like a murder weapon. It's heavy. It's hefty. I got to kind of see it at Toy Fair. It was in a grayscale model. It's big. It'll fit your Penguin figure, but I think it's appropriately sized for what you see in the movie. A lot of people have pointed out, too, that on the front there is that speaker. That's because, what was this, like an old attraction or something that the Penguin, for some reason, converted, or it was the Red Triangle Circus Gang? Who knows? It's never gone into detail on why or how this exists. But no, it's not a speaker. It doesn't make any noise. It's just accurate to what you see in the film, along with the wheels and everything else. Penguin fits in there. You got him in his really weird jumpsuit. Now, here's something that I would have liked to have seen as a bonus. You know when at the very end he gets thrown into like the poison of the sewer or what? That was another thing when I was a kid. I was like, what is happening? Did he get blown up? Is that blood? Is it just he's dying? And of course, it's what actually happens. But all that black tar goo, everything coming out of his mouth, that would have been a great head portrait to put as a bonus for this. So just saying. And that's where when you look at the Penguin Commandos, if you need the extra coat, then this would be the coat for this specific Penguin. You can do whatever you want, but that's why they're throwing it in there. The duck looks great. The eyes look great. Everything is stellar. This is a fantastic collection. I will say this. McFarlane Toys overall has done a great job. I would have loved to have seen this attention to detail and this much love and adoration thrown into so many more action figures from the DC Multiverse collection that they have put out over the years. Because this, much like their movie stuff, and it's kind of like what Hasbro does with their Marvel Legends, when it comes to the movie stuff, they get everything right. They do it well. They get all the likenesses, except for Keaton's, and then they do all this great stuff with it, and everybody goes, oh, I want that. But when it comes to the comic book stuff, not always, but for the most part, it's just repaint after rehash after whatever else. But at least the duck has the little steering wheel with the shifter knob. So again, the Penguin, the duck. He's even packaged inside the duck, which is awesome. Pre-orders launch exclusively on GameStop Friday, September 19th, 9 a.m. Pacific. I hope to God, 12 p.m. East. In and around that time, it's GameStop, so you kind of have to take a step back and go, oh boy, I hope that works. But there you go. That's everything. So to reiterate, Batman, Catwoman, Penguin, go everywhere. Max Schreck, GameStop exclusive pre-order, but he will go everywhere as a red platinum chase. So he'll be kind of hard to come by, but he'll go to Target and Walmart and everything else. The Penguin Commandos are a McFarlane online store exclusive, and the Penguin and his duck is a GameStop store exclusive. And now you know everything. You have the information. Help out your fellow collectors. Don't make them feel bad. If you have a friend, don't rag on them. Send them the links. Help them out. Get them the figures that they want. Let people buy what they want what they want. This is all supposed to be for fun. But at the end of the day, we all agree the prices are absolutely ridiculous. So you've heard my thoughts, and now I'm curious to know yours. Comment below. Let me know. Let's talk everything Batman Returns. Have a happy Batman Day 2025. In case I don't talk with you, do something non-Batman related. Go out with your friends, your family. Do something fun. Every day is Batman Day for a lot of us. Go do something special. Learn something new. Go eat a fancy food you've been wanting to try, or grab yourself a nice hot cup of coffee. And with that, I will talk to you guys soon. Adios.